actors and actresses constantly say that they're just human beings who have opinions, and that's why we need to be nicer to them on social media. But then they turn around and attack their potential customers for criticizing them. And of course, Tati Gabrielle has been extremely vocal over the past few months, especially since Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet's announcement. She has faced some backlash over the moves that she has made and all of the attacks that she has levied towards customers. And now she's basically saying that we just need to shut up and consume product. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I have only seen Tati Gabrielle in a handful of things, and she's only been okay in them. I don't think that she has some amazing acting skills that I have seen demonstrated so far, which is why I think that it's a little bit questionable that she was chosen as the main actor for this game. Maybe she'll end up being absolutely phenomenal. I'm not necessarily sure, but her response to criticism has been terrible. She has said that we are racists and sexists and misogynists for criticizing her design in the game and her general attitude in the trailer that we've seen so far. And because we have criticized Naughty Dog, she has taken a lot of this very personally. And just a couple of months ago, she had posted this image on her social media saying, "Fragile masculinity, 100% incel tier, so DEI-licious," with the caption, "You mad bro." And people are not going to forget about this and her terrible attitude, but now she's gone into an interview basically saying that she thinks that the haters are still going to shut up and consume this product, and it's not that big of a deal. So during a recent festival, I guess, she had talked about the hatred and controversy Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, got, and why it's motivated her to go even harder working on the game, which, first of all, I don't understand when you're a voice actor and a mocap actor, how you go harder. It's not like you're adding, I don't know, 100,000 words to a script. It's not like you are adding 30 more costumes because you're a designer. Like, you're not a full-on developer. All you're really doing is repeating back somebody else's work, which is fine, right? I'm not saying that voice actors aren't legitimate actors. I'm not saying that they're not pivotal to a project. But how do you go harder on a project when all you're really doing is following someone else's instruction? Shouldn't you always be putting your best foot forward when on the job? Was she saying that she half-assed the lines maybe she's recorded already? I don't know, but it seems like a little bit of a suspicious statement, though. Let's really get into the meat and potatoes of what she said.
Okay, this is where the world's at, and I think in order to change the world, you have to meet it where it's at. And to go 10 times harder than what it is that I'm doing.
So she's alluding to racism and sexism and hatred. She's saying that the world is not where it should be, which of course is her just playing the victim instead of actually trying to take our criticisms into consideration and really understand that a lot of the criticism Intergalactic had already faced was because of Naughty Dog. It wasn't even necessarily because of her. We don't trust Neil Cuckman. We don't trust Naughty Dog. We don't trust them after The Last of Us Part 2. And it's not all her fault, but her responses have definitely landed her in hot water with gamers.
I took the hurt, I swallowed it, and I turned it into fire. So yeah, and I feel like those same people that were hating are gonna play that game, and guess what? They're gonna love it. So they can be mad.
Oof, what a terrible statement to make, that you truly believe that people are just going to shut up and consume content. And maybe once we get closer to Intergalactic's release date, we'll see more gameplay, we'll see more of the story. Maybe our minds will be changed. But at this point in time, we haven't really seen anything regarding the game except for that initial teaser. And people's opinions are extremely negative right now. And when you go into an interview and you're like, these haters, they're still gonna buy it, that's a terrible look. You are entitled as hell to believe that your responses and going into interviews and all the statements you're making won't truly affect the game's sales. At the end of the day, gamers are extremely opinionated, and gamers are not afraid to boycott a game. Gamers are not afraid to skip a game because an actor or an actress ends up attacking them, right? People are willing to look past games. There are millions and millions out there. There are tens of thousands that release every single year. You are not owed our purchase. And yeah, maybe some people's opinions will change, but when you make statements like this, you're just turning more people against you. The same people that were hating are gonna play the game, and guess what? They're gonna love it so they can be mad. Why would they be mad if they're going to love it? She just doesn't really have a good PR team, I don't think, or they would probably tell her not to make controversial statements like this. And of course, this has just led to more backlash on social media for her. She wants to put herself in this position where she faces major backlash. She makes these statements, so it's all really her fault, and then she cries the victim. Never forget this. This is how much these corporate types hate us. The same people that we're hating are going to play that game. Are you sure? Going by the hostile, polarizing, and disenfranchising marketing, it would seem that this game isn't made for them. That's true. Making the character male would improve the game more than making the character sexy, probably. I just don't know why she thinks that she is some like legendary actor who can do no wrong. There are definitely actors out there who people love and people jump at the opportunity of watching in certain products, but she definitely isn't one of them. Gee, I wonder why. They still think we're buying it just because it's a new game, forgetting sales trends showing quite the opposite for gamers marketed on the gamer's bad shtick. That comment section is gold. They turned an entire generation against them, and now DEI is on life support. And here's the counter: woke, fragile sales figures 100%, drop in share prices, so DEI illusional. It's just a terrible look all around. And with Neil Druckmann's statements in the past and how much he has pushed people away after The Last of Us Part 2, I feel like they need as much good press as possible. I mean, Neil Druckmann has admitted that he's been ignoring the Intergalactic Backlash and staying the course. He basically said, I don't care what you have to say, which is a terrible look, but the controversy had continued as the actress had said that she needed Naughty Dog boot camp for fan hate after previously mocking fans with a meme. See, maybe if you didn't go on social media and attack your potential customers, you wouldn't be facing so much backlash. People would at this point be defending you because sure, we might think that your attitude in this trailer was very masculine, your look was very masculine, and people think that in general, maybe you're not the most attractive person. We wouldn't be sitting here having any, I guess we'll just say, ammunition against you, any major criticism against you, because we would have just viewed you as another actor who hadn't attacked gamers, but because you went out on social media and you basically called everybody that's criticizing you racist and sexist and a bigot, well, yeah, you're going to face a heck of a lot more backlash for that. You can't complain when you have put yourself in this situation. So I'll definitely be keeping my eye on this over the next couple of days and weeks, and it's probably going to be years before Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet actually releases. But this is just a terrible look for an actor all around, and they really are sitting here questioning how people can dislike them so much when time and time again they attack us. So I think that maybe it's time for them to get out of their, I don't know, leftist bubble and actually recognize the fact that they are not going to find success if they push their customers away. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, make sure to give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.